Welcome, welcome, welcome to my Flosstube. My name is Megan, and I will be your host for the foreseeable future. Happy 2022. It is January 3rd today, Monday, January 3rd. Yeah, today I'm going to do a different video than I normally do. I'm going to show you some whips. If you've been following me at all in the year of 2021, first of all, thank you. Second of all, you'll know that I had 4 razor-focused projects that I was working on, but I have a whole tote of cross-stitch stuff that I have not touched in, well, at least a year. So I've decided to just kind of go through it and show you stuff I'm ignoring, more or less. I'm not going to show you the ones that you've seen. Like, if you're curious as to what if you're new and you're curious as to what I've been stitching on, you can just watch any video in 2021. Just pick one, and they're pretty much all the same for the whole year. So, yeah, I'm not going to show the ones that I'm working on currently. I'm just going to show the ones that have been languishing in this tote. When I did my first whip parade way back in 2019, I was so organized. I had stuff to say about everything. I had a particular order that I was showing everything. That's not happening today. I'm just going to crack open this tote and just go through the tote. This video will most likely be heavily edited because I'm going to like take out some stuff that doesn't matter. Like, I know I have a binder of flosses in here and like a bunch of other stuff. So this is actually a good time for me to get reorganized. Is my drawer open? It is. Oh, there's pants sticking out of it. There. It's fine. You never saw it. Okay, yes. So I'm just gonna dive right into my 2022 whip parade. Hi. This is editing Megan. I look exactly the same as filming Megan because I just sit down and do it all in one go. I just kind of decided to pop in and warn you that this very quickly turns from a whip parade to everything ever in the tote ever. So I promised a whip parade, but I spend a lot of time messing around. So if you are here for a whip parade, I'm sorry. There's more than that. If you're okay with listening to me ramble about projects that I haven't seen in years, that's what this has become. That's what this is now. So just fair warning that that is what this is. It is not really a whip parade. It is a take a look at this parade. Just thought I would let you know. So, I'm gonna crack open this tote. I'm just gonna grab and chill, you know? If I think it's not gonna be very interesting, I'll skip it. So I'm so excited because I don't know what order these are in, and I've probably forgotten a bunch of my whips. So I'm excited. I'm excited for myself. You are just along for the ride in my excitement. So we're gonna do that. I have some fabric that what is that? What's in here? Something's in here. Hello? Ooh. Oh, it's just one of these. It's one of those. I have some fabric that I don't know what to do with. I don't even know where I got this. Look how pretty that is. What is this? This is Persephone. Colorway Persephone. It's 25 count Lugana, and it is from Chromatic Alchemy. What can I put on that? Okay, I have another fabric. This is pretty too. Bam! Look at that. That's pretty too. Why do I have all this fabric? This is Passion Fruit. It's 32 count Wexford linen. I got it from Gita's, which is a LNS in Mississauga, Ontario, and it is my LNS. I have gone to Stitch It Central in London, and I do like Stitch It Central, but But the way that Gita's organizes their everything makes way more sense to me mentally. So it's easier for me to shop at Gita's because of their organizational skills. Okay, so 2 magic fabrics right out of the gate. I have a bag of floss. Oh, this is just like a random bag of. You know what? I need to like take a day and organize all of my floss. Okay, aha! Of the first whip. It is called Auspicious Argosy. And I bought it because of the colors. Look how pretty those colors are. And it is, well, it is very color block heavy. Like the whole sky and all of this. But then when you get into the trees and stuff, it's yeah. Oh yeah, I remember this. And then here is the floss bag for that, but I also have all of these flosses. I'm not going to bother to show you the flosses. Here it is, in horrible state. This is all I have done on it. So the trees in the corner, and then this is the other corner. So I'm obviously just like working in the color block of the sky. This is on like an 18 count oatmeal Ada. I just got from Michael's, the ones that you can get in the tubes. I like this one. I should stitch this one. This is going to be a problem. I'm going to pull out all of my whips. I shouldn't be doing this, because I'm going to pull out all of my whips and I'm going to be like, yeah, I should be stitching that one. I'm sorry if you couldn't hear me with wrestling with the bag. This is going to make me even more indecisive than I already am, but we're going to persevere. I have a bag of bags. What is all this for? Oh, there they are! I lost these. Get the hell off. Rah. Rah. Scissors. I never have too many scissors. Okay, I have a bag of bags, which I don't know what that goes with. Oh, it goes with this. Oh, yeah. I had started... so I'm stitching June Blooms, as you'll know, and I had started it in June of 2020, or July of 2020, and it was my third hay that I had started. The first one that I started was the Dreaming Tree, which I did not get very far at all, and then the second one I started was the Stitching Shelf, which is this one. So this is how far I got on the stitching shelf. I had started on the opposite bottom corner that I normally do, because this is just like the skinny leftover pages, and I'm working up through the seasons, and that's how far I am. I'm just kind of close to the top of autumn. Aww. I missed this one. Look at all the needle minders I have on this. This also might be a good time to pillage. What's this? I have a crumpled up piece that is, oh, my start of the Stitching Book Club's Pride and Prejudice. I had started it, and then I did not finish it, and I'm not going to finish it, so I don't really know why I'm keeping it. Not for any particular reason, I was really excited about the concept, but then, like, I didn't read the book, and I also didn't love the design, so I didn't do it. It was like signing yourself up for, like, a homework thing, and then being like, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so that's that. I have another bag of bags. Sounds like beads. Oh, I have needles? Those can come out. Okay, what is this? This is a piece of fabric. Oh yeah, I had started a little beaded star, which is, I guess, what this is for. Is it this? Yeah, it was an ink circle freebie, and I was gonna do it all beaded. And it looks like I finished the middle. What? I could have just kept going. I love beading. I love beading. I'm really upset that none of my projects right now have beads. I love to bead. Ugh. Look, this needle minder's on here. Do I have the blue beads? Oh, do I not have enough? Is that why I stopped? Yeah, that's not enough. Cool, though. Cool idea, Megan. Good start. Good concept. Okay, I have a bunch of junk. And bags that I can use for other projects. Oh, I should have that. It's like accidental Christmas. Look at this tool. I'm gonna keep that out because sometimes I have a random bag of Weeks Dye Works garnet color. Don't know why. Another bag. With empty bobbins in it. Very important. Very important. Keep your empty bobbins around. What is this for? Oh, yeah. At some point, I'm going to do the Clouds Factory Princess one. The really, like, big one. I bought it. But I don't have fabric for it yet. So, that's the starting of my kitting up. I have a random piece of thing of floss. I have some black fabric. Looks like Ada. I have a diamond painting kit in here. It's not right. That's the wrong hobby. What else? What else? What else? I've got... What do I have? I have some variegated DMC flosses and some Kreinik, it looks like. Why? For what? Well, more variegated flosses. I don't remember what those were for. I have a Halloween bag for... I think this is for the spooky house. Oh. I have another bag for... Oh, what's this? What? Why do I have all these fancy floss? I have maple syrup and briar rose from the Gentle Art. But why? Past Meghan, I don't know. Okay, here we go. I've got the spooky house. I love this piece. I want to stitch on this piece, and I meant to pull it out in October to stitch on it, but then, you know, like, you get razor focused on your projects. This one I had started, and I had done it, I started it in such a stupid way. So I pulled it all out, and I've redone it. So I just have the tree done. So I still have the rest of it to do. Excuse me. This fabric is so nice. Nice fabric. You can tell that this is an older project because I just have the needle on there. Like, I don't have a needle minder. It's just on there. Okay, so I really want to do that too. Spooky house. More variegated floss. More just normal DMC floss. I have, what's this? It's stuck to something. Oh, that's right. I have the Tiny Modernist Haunted Mansion stitch along from like 2017. 2017? I don't remember. It's been a few years. And I have all the little inserts. I don't even know where I'm at. I have not even the house done. And it looks like the first room. Wow. So good. I don't even have the moon done. I don't even have the roof all filled in. Well, oh, I have Edmund over here. He's a sugar skull from one of the just cross stitch magazines. I was doing a thing where I got a big long, I started something else over here. That's never going to be finished. I think this was one of those Stony Creek ones where they released little inserts, but, so I have something on pretty much this whole piece of fabric, except this corner. So that just means I can start another Halloween piece and not finish it, right? That's what that means. It's a pretty big piece of fabric. Okay, so Halloween house, or haunted house, haunted mansion. I need to finish that also. This is the bag for it. I have we didn't start this. Cheryl came to Gita's, the LNS that I go to. She was having like a trunk sale, or a trunk show I should say, and I picked up this because I think it's really cute. I love the Swan Princess. So, this would be okay on this one. What do you think? I don't like the dark fabric that it's on. Maybe. I have another bag for the Christmas house stitch along, also from Tiny Modernist. Oh my! Oh, this is further along. It looks like I have the whole house done. Backstitched and everything. Got the reindeer done. I think I'm just missing the trees. Here's the whole pattern. I'm missing the roof, which is where Santa is. And the trees and the village and the mountains. Oh, there's nutcrackers in this. I don't like nutcrackers. They creep me out, so I'm not doing the nutcrackers. But this is like almost done. This is what, like maybe 2, 3, maybe a month's worth of stitching left. I'm like trying now to rearrange everything that I have planned to fit in like 12 whips that have been sitting here, and I feel guilty because now I'm looking at them again. And I'm like, ugh, my unloved children. I don't know if this is part of it, but I'll just put that together. Okay, I have more variegated floss and sparkle filament. This is the sparkle filament that I was using on the Soda Stitch Girls. Yeah. Actually, I think in my last video I had said that everything sparkly sucks. That is actually not that bad to work with. If you mix it with the floss that you're stitching with, it's actually okay. I have a Q-snap. A Q-snap. What do I use this for? Come back to that. Okay, what do we have? We've got, look, now all of a sudden it's all organized. What's this? Oh, this is the Dreaming Tree. I do really want to do the Dreaming Tree too. It's so pretty. I think when I had started the Dreaming Tree, it was my first Haid. It was my first full coverage at all, and I bit off way, way too much. This is my oldest whip. It's from a Russian designer. I picked it up at Gita's. It was on sale, and I call it the Waterhouse. I don't know what it's called because it's in Russian, but I called it the Waterhouse. And it's interesting because it's all of it is half stitches. So it's not even like full crosses, it's half stitches. And I had the house done and the corner. But I've miscounted somewhere and the house is like totally wrong. Look how tiny that is. And it's only half stitches. Like, I just give up on stuff for no reason. That's not true. I fall in love with something else, and then something else takes a holiday. But I probably haven't touched this in like 4 years. Which, like, you know, so I have this corner done, and I have most of the house done. And if you remember me saying many times, I don't like the color green. And this is mostly green, but I just thought that this would be something so pretty to put up in like a bathroom across from the toilet, you know? Like, wouldn't that be nice if that's what you were looking at? Well, not that, but this, while you were having some time. You're on the toilet by yourself, hopefully. Oh, no. And I don't think it's DMC floss, because it's not, doesn't feel like DMC floss. So that's my oldest whip, and I don't know what it's called. I've been calling it the Waterhouse, and really there's no justifiable reason why it's not more work done. Okay, next. Oh, yes. This is Baroque from Ink Circles, and I had started this on, this was my first fancy project, and by that I mean it's on like linen, it's not on Aida, and it is silks, it's not cottons. But this was like, everything went wrong with this project. I didn't understand colorways at the time, so I only bought 2, and I was like, I'm not going to worry about it, and it calls for 4. So, and then I went to go buy the color again. I'm using Karen Water Lily. So this is the colorway that I wanted. I think it's called Orchid. Right? Purpley blue. And then I went and bought this one. And it's much more muted, so it's not going to match at all. So I was like, oh, well, shoot. And I was all angry at myself for not listening to the very nice lady at Gita's being like, you should probably buy it all from the same colorway. And I was like, what? DMC colors are always the same colorways. So then I thought, okay, well, maybe I'll do the border with one color, and I'll do the insides with a different color. So then I chose this as the inside color. Look how pretty. Oh, and they feel so yummy. I love silks. I had debated doing this one too. So I have options. Which, so like, I could have absolutely finished it 100% and everything would have been fine. So I had my color conundrum figured out, and I stitched the border first. I stitched the border first, and something somewhere doesn't match up. This part. It doesn't, anyway. I've thrown in the towel on this one. It's so pretty, and I really do want to finish it, but I think I'm going to start it over whenever I get there, and potentially use the Greek gods. I don't have it anywhere near me. Silk flowers, I think is what they're called. They made silks that are all colored after Greek gods, and I think there's like 13 skeins of 8 yards. 13 skeins of 8 yards, which I think would do that. So instead of doing the border and then like doing the insides, I think I would just do like a diagonal kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see. It's in the bad books right now because of how angry I am at myself because of it. But man, stitching with silks. Ugh. And I learned my lesson with stitching with silks because I usually pull a huge chunk. Like, I usually pull a long strand of DC. But you can't do that with silks because they fray real quick. So, that is going to be my restart project at some point. I think so far it's the only one I think I've had to, like, restart. I have a random page in here with an alphabet. That's nice. In case I ever wanted an alphabet. What else? I have, oh, there it is. I haven't started this. It's not really a whip, but I've got this Mill Hill kit. Little candelabra. I have a small piece of fabric. I have the Mirabilia 25th anniversary little booklet. Here it is. That's what it looks like. So I could choose a variegated. Ugh. I don't understand myself. I have Ink Circles by Any Other Name, which is really, really pretty. And I haven't started it, but one day I will. I guess this isn't really a whip parade. This is more of like a tote parade with whips and projects that I haven't started. I have The Sleeping Princess, which is based on Princess and the Pea, which is one of my favorite fairy tales. I'll stitch her one day. I love Mirabilias. I've got Zelda by Nora Corbett. Mirabilia. I fell in love with her dress. So, one day I'll stitch her too. One day. I have a chakra. Oh, this is a chatelaine type thing. I wanted to practice a chatelaine on like a not a real chatelaine before I did a real chatelaine, and I haven't done that yet. So, we're gonna get there. There's like black work stuff. There's lots. There's lots. One day. I have another cross stitch. Why is this in here? What do I have marked in here? Ow! Did I do this? Why is this in here? Okay, I'm gonna review that magazine and see why it's here. I've got the chakras from Ink Circle. I wanted to do those with beads, but I'm not going to do them with beads. I'll do them eventually. I don't want that. I have a random piece of purple fabric. Oh no, this is not random. This goes with this freebie that I got from Tiny Modernists. It's called Witch's Brew. Yeah, you're supposed to put it on here. So I just kept it off because that's pretty quick. That's pretty quick. I have this random thing that I'm never going to stitch. It's a Dimensions kit. It's unopened. I think my mother bought 2. And she was like, do you want one? And so I said, sure. So now I have it. But I don't stitch it. I'm never going to stitch it. Maybe one day I'll just give it away. More of the oatmeal fabric that's just sitting in here. This is the pink fabric that I stitched the Burstone Girls on. I have quite a lot of it left, so I have some pink fabric. I've got this dark blue fabric. What's happening with this? How come it's all crinkled? I've got this dark blue fabric. That's nice. That's pretty. How can I have all this fabric? What happened? Oh, let me tell you what it is. It tells me. It's called Twilight. It's 28 count Lugana. Kind of sandpapery. And it's incredibly wrinkled because apparently I just threw it in there. It's fine. It's fine. What else? My mother finished Death by Cross Stitch and then gave me the pattern. Although I might rebuy it as a PDF and put it in Pattern Keeper when I get around to stitching it. Hers is beautiful. It's beautiful. She stitched it, I think, all in 2020. It was her pandemic stitch. And she finished it, and I was very proud because she has a hard time finishing things. Not that I can relate. That's not a family trait. Not at all. But, yeah, she did. And so someday I will, but I might rebuy it as a PDF so that I can put it in my... I have some finishes, some previous finishes at the bottom of my tote. Do you want to see my previous finishes? She asks to an audience that's not there. I don't even know what to show. Here, let's show this. This was my practice specialty stitch little sampler. It was in Cross Stitch magazine a couple years ago. And this is what these are from. I was like, what the hell are all of these things from? But it's from this project. We got there. We figured it out. Whew. So it's got like little beading, and it has roses that I was pretty proud about. Just a bunch of different kinds of stitches. Very nice, very pretty. I like the color combination. Although I didn't use the called for color, I just sort of went with what I had. So that was a lot of fun. That's finished. I should frame that. I have a previous Tiny Modernist. Oh, I have a previous Tiny Modernist finish. I did the words to live by. Finito. I should frame that. I don't know. I stitch to stitch. I don't stitch to finish, I guess. Because, like, I have a few that I should be, properly finishing, and I'm just not doing that. I have the Clouds Factory Zodiac Sal. And I had done Treasure Braid as the gold, and that was a mistake. And I made all their eyes beads. I just threw in beading whenever I could. So, like, the stars are beads, and all of the zodiac things, eyes are beads, and it was a lot of fun. That was a fun project. It wasn't a sal, I should say. It comes as the full pattern, but I was stitching the zodiac creature in the zodiac timeline, like I did for this last one. The last one, Tiny Modernists. I have this Ink Circles one, Cirque de Triangle. I don't like the color choices I made. I made these color choices when I was, like, young. So, I don't hate it, but I don't, like, love it. This, for the longest time, was my oldest whip. So, and then I finished it, and I was so proud of myself. Because I made it my mission to finish it. Then I have some Mirabilias and Lavender and Lace. When I first started stitching, I was monogamist. No, I've been stitching for as long as I can remember, let me just say. But my first, like, big pieces that I finished and kept were the Celtic seasons. The ones, the really pretty ladies with the long, really pretty dresses. And I would start one, and I would stitch it, and I would finish it. And that was how it worked. And then I found Flosstube, and now here I am in the middle of a pile of unfinished and unstarted pieces. But I stitched these girls one at a time, and they have such a special place in my heart because they were my first big ones, and they were the ones that I was monogamous on, and two of them are finished, like fully finished and framed. They're just not hanging anywhere. The walls in the apartment, most of them are cement, and I don't know how to hang stuff on cement, and I was supposed to get my dad to come and hang some stuff, but then I didn't, so someday. But I'll show you the ones that are not framed yet, and then I will go and get the ones that are framed so I can show you those ones as well. But I have Celtic Autumn. Ugh, she's so pretty. And I've seen a lot of these ones being recharged with different colors by people who are stitching them, but I love these girls so much. And the only backstitch is in her face. It's the only backstitch is in her face. And, like, look at the amount of beading. And each of them has a treasure braid in, like, the bottom swirls of her dress. I should get these framed. I'm gonna leave these out so that I can motivate myself to wash them, iron them, and get them framed. That was Celtic Autumn. Then I have Celtic Summer? Yeah, Summer. Celtic Summer. She's so pretty! I just can't. My favorite one is Celtic Spring, which is fully framed, so I'll go grab her. And Celtic Winter is also fully framed. But look at them. Ugh! It makes me want to do a Mirabilia. Okay, I'll go get the other two. I'm going to show you. Here's Spring, fully finished. Look at her. Look at the pinkness of her. Sorry for the glare. This is Winter, fully finished. Finished with 4 girls, and I was like, I still really want to stitch pretty dresses. So I stitched this one. So these are the same. They're like, the only back stitching is in their faces. They all have beads. They're all seasonal. This one should be framed too. Maybe I'll make that a secondary goal this year, is to get these other friggin' things finished, like, proper. It's just they're harder to store when they're framed, you know? Okay. That's everything. That's all I have. That's everything you have not seen cross-stitch related that I have. Finished, whip, unstarted, everything. You've seen it all. So that's it. That's all she wrote. Thank you so much for spending some time with me, especially some out of the norm time with me. I really appreciate anybody who spends any time with me. It's always really fun to just sit and show some stuff, even if nobody else cares. Maybe in years I'll go back and watch it all, but just the fact that even maybe 5 people watch a video, it means a lot. And I know that they're usually the same people, so just want to say thank you to the people who keep coming back and keep talking to me and commenting on my stuff. I would name names that I know, but then I might forget some other people. But I really appreciate being part of this community, even in the smallest capacity. So that's it for me. I'm gonna get organized and figure out how I can work some of these things into my rotation. Yeah, whoops. I will see you at the beginning of February for my January wrap-up. Things are back to normal. Yeah, okay. Thank you, and goodbye.